Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. Even on an overcasty day, I'm still finding a way to shine this morning motivation. It's your boy Marky Saints Addiction. We out here. Got my Saints Addiction designs. Got a new room, as you can see, with the view. So beautiful to see over the trees and wake up, do my push-ups, do my sit-ups. That's why I'm out of breath. Got a nice clean bed. Got a nice clean bath. Hell, I can watch myself take a shit in the morning. You know what I'm saying? This is a fucking blessing, bro. This room is a full-on trip. I told you yesterday I just believed that it was going to happen. I was $100 short, and sure as shit, my buddy sent me a message. Just a meme, something funny. And I sent him back, hey, can you spot me $100? And he was like, sent. And just like that, I paid rent. And here I am. Saints Addiction. Leg out. Let's focus on the good. So it turns out that not only is it strong to have a belief system, but it's also strong to focus on the good. See, our brains, they'll go insane. Check out this thing. It's about to unravel. That's how it's made. Okay. It doesn't splinter out. It spirals up. I didn't even notice that. That's pretty fucking cool for palm leaves. Anyway, to focus on the negative, what's not working in our lives, people that are attacking me. I had a chick the other day go off for like a 3 text message. Actually, I can read it to you guys. Because I canceled her poster. Now, mind you, she hit me up on a Friday night and didn't have her artwork till mid-Saturday. But for some reason, she decided to go off like a tea kettle because I canceled her order. And she was late. Wasn't me. It was her. But she went out of her way, as you can see, a whole laundry list with a bunch of emojis. Man, you suck. You're such a small printing press. You got a small penis. I mean, I'm just interpreting. I'm calling the big guys that have big penises, just interpreting, who don't rely on emotions in their business. This wasn't an emotional thing. I just literally said, your order's closed. I told her that the link was gone. She said, and I'm keep trying to pay my bills. Now, mind you, I said, I keep calling. Sorry, I have to cancel your order. I even told her that. Got to cancel your order. I swear I did not receive a call. Now, mind you, she had emailed me back. Oh, I got the payment link. I'll pay. And I would have been on track to get her one poster done on a Saturday. Just one poster board. And she wanted me to stop the whole thing. And then she goes on and go, bye, you're so funny. How notional you are. How emotional you are. I'm going to try to interpret what she was saying. This is business, dude. You call your business 1 hour print, and then you kept complaining since yesterday how we called you last minute. You're so small at business, I can't even describe. Bye now, thanks. Now, here's her number if you guys want to prank call her. 702-334-0277. That would be hilarious. Call her up and ask her to deliver Friday night, Saturday morning, one poster, the whole show has to stop for her type shit, And I know this morning motivation is to focus on the good. So we're going to do that. I'll tell you how I do it. So chips down. Money's gone. How do I focus on the good? How do I make this a reality and bring this kind of vision, this kind of touchdown closer to me and get away from the crazy people that are trying to destroy me or attack me or go off 3 different messages on a text message for a canceled order when her artwork was late. She knows she was acting a fool. And then she wanted to call and argue, right? Like she just wanted to genuinely argue like I was her boyfriend or something. Like I would sit there and hear her tantrum. Point being is there's always going to be somebody. There's always going to be somebody that doesn't see it the way that you do. It'll be 9 out of 10 people telling you, oh, you look good. You've been working out. You've been doing your sit-ups, push-ups, right? And then that 10th person will come up and say, man, you look fat. And it'll crack you. You'll be like, oh, man, I'm fat. I feel fat. It didn't matter that 9 people just complimenting me back to back. It's this one perspective that got me tripping. And we go inside of our minds and we live in a world where we focus on what they said, what they did, how they acted instead of how I'm going to react. Notice I didn't text her back. Like, you're arguing with a machine at this point. And I also hung up on her because she was trying to start a fight. One of these girls, this was from 2 years ago, was saying she wanted to call me again, pipe off. She wanted to argue. She's like, I don't know if you know how you come across to people, but I'm just letting you know. And I was like, this is kind of funny because you're the one that volunteered that you wanted to be a reliable model. You were at Champs with me, with your friend, and said, yes, I'll model for you. I didn't have to talk you into it. It's something that you wanted did. And what's ironic is I even have a picture of her with the Join We Club card smiling, right? So she's trying to convince me, like, what do you call that when you're gaslighting somebody? That the situation happened differently, that I totally disrespected her in front of her. What's up, Hungan? I see you. That I totally disrespected her. But at the same time, I have a picture of her smiling, holding up the card. So I must have not disrespected her too much if that's what's happening. Hey, I appreciate it. Say hi. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So it's ironic that there are people out there that are trying to talk about respect but being disrespectful, that want something from you last minute, including a fight or attention or something like that. They want to argue with you. They need an opponent to show up in the arena and fight with them. They're totally disarmed if you don't engage with them. That you realize that they're small people with small mentalities and only want to just argue, right? They just only want to tee off, just get all their emotions out. So with high key alert when we're looking at this message, and I hope somebody does call her. You guys can call her tonight. Once again, that's 702-334-0277. That's her number. But she said, she kept saying, guys that don't rely on their emotions, but she's being emotional, which is ironic. Look how many smiley faces she did. She said bye, but she wasn't done to say bye. She said bye twice. Bye, you're so funny. Trying to be funny with emoji cons, knowing that I'm not playing with her. And then she says, bye now, and then thanked me at the end. Bye now, thanks. So the irony about people is like they show you who they really are. Like, you know who you're messing with? And they're saying this, meaning they don't know who they're messing with. And you're so emotional while they're being emotional. And you're so funny while she knows she's not being funny, that she's being silly and showing her whole ass out. That's what we used to say in the hood, or, in the streets, we say, you're showing your whole ass, showing your whole ass, literally a window to go take a shit. Like, you can show your whole ass. And that's what it looks like when you lose your emotional abilities and focus. And this is why you got to focus on the good, because I don't know this chick from Adam to Slim. Adam and Steve, I don't owe her anything. As a matter of fact, she literally sent me an email saying that she was paying, and hours later, she still didn't pay. Then when it came down to the last minute, because this was one of those last minute chicks on a Saturday, and now she needs her poster board, instead of just walking away and going to a different shop calmly, like, hey, we don't have steak at this restaurant. You can go to a different restaurant. There are people that will fist fight for fries in McDonald's. There are people that will get super angry over chicken nuggets. I think we've all seen some of these videos, and even like road rage. It's like someone you don't even fucking know cuts you off, and yet you take out all your frustration on this person and you fixate and focus on what just happened to you instead of what you're going to do about it. So what I'm trying to say is I kept calm. I had a very strong feeling that it was all going to work out. And now I'm in this room looking at this view for another month. Just super chill, nice and clean. I can do my push-ups. I can do my sit-ups. I can gather my thoughts. I can have aircon. I'm nice and comfortable. I'm central on the beach. I'm starting to meet people and see people. Even last night, went over to the foam party. Literally all these young kids with their young bodies getting fucking hammered in the pool. I got to chill the fuck out. As a chill person, right? Someone that smokes weed, Saints addiction, maintains my cool, my brain cool, and doesn't allow other people to influence me. I realized that this person was hurt inside, right? Like, hurt people like to hurt people. Not only did she call and wanted to argue, why didn't you tell me this before? And I'm like, I did. Like, it's literally in the text message that I sent everybody. But she kept promising me, oh yeah, dude, this is going to be later. And oh, I'm so sorry. The guys didn't do the artwork from Lebanon or some shit like that. And it's just like, you waited to the last minute. Your lack of preparation. You wanted it to be my perspiration. You wanted me to assume your drama, jump in it with you, argue with you. Maybe that's how your father interacted with you. I always tell these bitches, get a dad, bro. Get a father, because it's like, I'm not your dad. I don't owe you anything. This is a business, like she said, being professional. As a business person, once you go past a certain deadline, that's it. Nobody else is going to go sweat your shit for one fucking poster board on a Saturday when you're going to eventually motherfuck them on the text message and try to chew them out for something that you weren't prepared for. This is how this mentality ends up working out. So I don't assume this, right? It hurts to have people that I've had given a Join We Club card and I thought were my friend and I've always supported, try to come back and tee off on me. And like, how long ago was that? It was like 2 years ago. Because I've been traveling. I've been traveling the world doing something with my life. And I only think it actually was like a year ago. But anyway, she said she wanted a model. And then we had a 2 minute 36 conversation, basically arguing over each other. And obviously she's not the reliable model that she pretends to be. Obviously she's an angry model, if she's even that. And this is somebody that gets on regularly on Instagram, smoking her products, wearing a t-shirt. And I'm like, you could easily just wear my Saints Addiction shirt and this would be done. Instead, it's now my boyfriend doesn't like the way you talk to me, and I'm going to be a drama queen, and I'm going to try to say how you come off to people, and I don't remember the interaction ending negatively, right? Like I said, I got a picture of her smiling, so it couldn't have been all that bad because she would have said, fuck off, not held the card, and just walked off into the convention with the other 50,000 conventioneers. It's a busy time, and didn't have enough time to be negative with her or join her argument. But this is what she wanted to do. She wanted to call me while I'm on my trip to Vietnam, 10 o'clock at night, trying to tee off about something that happened 2 years ago. And just a simple no, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. My mind's changed. I don't like the way that you represent reliable models. I don't like how these sexy girls are showing their under boobs and tits. And I don't want to be one of those girls. Fine. I got a lot of girls that aren't that way. They just wear the shirt, stand up against the mural, easy to deal with, no problems at all. So it's an attention of the mind to what you're going to focus on. Are you going to focus on somebody that has anger issues, has daddy issues, has problems communicating, or you're going to just relax, chill the fuck out, and remember that you got this view, all the way to yourself, and that you're all the way in Vietnam, and that was years ago, and it doesn't concern me anymore. So it bugged me because I thought this was a friend of mine, but it was a friend of me. And I also thought this was going to be a client. And the ironic part is I probably could have got that poster board done. I found out after the fact that my buddy was in the shop doing like 6 banners and he could have busted it out. But I'm not going to go the extra mile for an asshole. I'm not going to go out of my way to try to sue somebody that's only going to fucking curse me out and curse my name and try to push blame like a child instead of an adult that would say, you're right. My artwork took too long. I was relying on people that are out of the country. I'm sorry for the tardiness. Is there anything that we can do to work this out? Sweet will always get you more than salty. I don't know how else to explain that. I should probably put a sweet over salty shirt while we're sitting here talking. But yeah, I hope everybody calls her. 702-334. Try to make a last minute deal. 0277. Call her. Make sure that you order something ridiculous at the last minute and then put it on her to make it happen. You know what I mean? And I didn't tell this other girl. I didn't get any artwork. Are you sending it? I didn't get any artwork. Are you sending it? So, people be like, oh, I'll get back to you. Didn't get back to me. And then as soon as it's time to get it done, they'll be like, yo, do I need this, bro? And I'm like, where's your artwork? Artwork takes more than money, bro. Like, it doesn't work that way. So we're going to go ahead and write down sweet over salty in my ideas box. I got a bunch of shirt ideas that I write down, and it's always going to be that way. And even if you feel angry inside, this is something that I had to learn about myself, that teeing off on people won't make it right. And people are only going to shut down. They're going to fold up like a fucking lawn chair. They're going to be like, I'm not dealing with you. You're only going to be more of a headache. Let's cut this relationship right now. Let's cut this deal like I cut her off and get rid of a headache. I had another chick the other day talking to her about 7 o'clock in the morning. 2 hours before the shop opens up, she's going back and forth with me asking for thicker paper. I said, I don't know what we have in stock. As soon as I get in, I'll let you know. I get in, I let her know, 85-pound stock. Is that okay? She wanted 65 pounds. She wanted something thicker. And then she goes, yeah, what would the price be for the thicker paper? And I said, well, we just, hold on a second. We just opened. I didn't hear from her since. I gave her quote. I emailed her. She ghosted me. I think she was on some, when somebody says, hold on a sec, I'm busy. I think she took it that way versus she has no idea what's happening on my side of the world or what I was doing. I answered her other question about the paper. I already quoted her $250 before that. I really need that money for this place here, so I could pay my rent. And she ended up blowing it off. Blowing me off, blowing up my email, my quote, and my 3 text messages, and never even responded. So, it goes to show just like how you respond will dictate what's going to happen in your life. If I responded, oh, I'm nervous, and ate all my nails, see, my nails are still there, freak the fuck out, I would have never manifested this room. I knew everything was going to be okay, no matter what. I know somebody that's got $100. I almost made the $250, and it was this close from getting sold. And then the chick just freaked out and then just disappeared and ghosted me. It happens. A reliable model, not so reliable. My friends make fun of me. They're like, reliable models, that's an oxymoron. And they're right. You know what I mean? It's hard to get chicks to be reliable and accountable. I'm listening to some Rich Cooper this morning, and it was like, men are held to a higher standard. She's like, oh, I know, man. She's kind of a feminist because she's a glass blower. So she's in a male dominated world. So she tries to act like a dude. And then, my boyfriend will beat you up type shit. You know what I mean? Running her mouth to let somebody else fight her fight. But anyway, it was her idea to be a model. I don't give a shit if she's a model or not. I had to just totally blacked her out and redded her out on the reliable models list. But literally, all you have to say is no. No, thank you. No, thank you works really well. That's how you focus on the good. I have girls that's like, I'm not a model. No, thank you. I'm like, sure, no problem. Let me know if you ever change your mind. Cordial as fuck. And then you got the drama queens that have daddy issues that literally want to get in a fight with somebody. It's like, this is how you get punched. You know what I mean? You get your boyfriend beat up and you smacked up at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like, you think you're tough, but if it's the way that I'm talking to you, think of the way she was talking to me in this 2 minute, 36 second conversation. It wasn't respectful. So she was like, you need to know how you come across. Yeah, you need to know how you come across. And her friends apparently walked away from the conversation. You gonna let him talk to you like that? And I'm like, I don't remember it going like that. Like, this is the gaslighting of trying to give me a false memory or an alternative outcome of what I didn't see happen, and then they try to convince you that it happened that way. Mind you, I literally have a picture of her holding up a Weed Club card. Let me get one out here and show you a Weed Club card because I bring them worldwide, you know what I'm saying? And lacing people out, by the way. I need some more Weed Club cards out here. I need some more cards. But literally holding up her Weed Club card like this. If I was such a dick, why would she hold it up in the first place? You know what I mean? Like, in all honesty, why would you even hold it up if that's the case, right? Like, you would be, fuck you, keep your card. I'm not doing shit for you. I'm not a model. Fuck all the way off. Instead, it was a friend of me who waited 2 years to be angry with me to come back and be like, fuck you, bro. I don't want to do it, yo. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was just like, this is a lot of hostility. This is why, reliable models is such a bad joke, is because, it's hard to find chicks that'll show up on time with a good attitude. All they got to do is hold up the flyers, hand them out, smile to the person, and make sure that they're professional. To get that to work without somebody giving me their excuse of their boyfriend stole their cell phone or their car is running out of gas or whatever else it is, right? We all have many excuses, right? Prints by Saints, designs by Saints, shirts by Saints. Holler at your boy. We all have many excuses of what's happening to us, but it's our reaction that dictates what's really going to happen. Like, if you're going to get pissed off, odds are you're already burning bridges. I'm just being honest. I'm just to tell the truth, And next time that you have an opportunity, you'll probably blow it. You'll be all angry about something else, not making no sense to other people, And then as soon as you can, yeah, you're gonna have to join We Club. We got We Club cards making We Club go worldwide. We're gonna have to make sense of what's happening in our lives, right? Like if you get all pissed off, odds are you're cutting yourself off. And this is something that I had to learn myself. Like I felt so powerful being angry, telling someone off. I didn't see how loose of a cannon I was being, or just how emotional I was, just like that other girl. Like when you go, don't ever fucking talk to me again. It literally means I want you to talk to me differently and engage with me and anticipate me. That's cool. This is a dragonfly by my window. I don't know if you can see it, but in a manner that I feel better. Instead of I got angry, I let all my anger out, and then it didn't make me feel better. No, no, ma'am, no, sir. It actually made me feel like I destroyed somebody. My ego got the rush, my anger got the rush, but what I was trying to convey was that I'm an angry person. I'm shallow, and I have low self-esteem. That's what's echoing. Even though I'm making my points, I'm not saying how I want it to mean. And this is the high key alert that I'm trying to get through for this morning motivation and focus on the good. Is like, sure, you can tee off on somebody and be as angry as you want to be, but all you're going to show them is that you're a lot to deal with. And that's all they're going to hear. They're not going to hear the words. They're not going to hear how poignant of an argument you're making, or is it all making sense at all. What like my spiritual mentor Terry Prince would say, he said, who you are shout so loudly I can't even hear you. And that's what ends up happening. Like you don't get heard, you get misunderstood. That's what ends up happening. I think everybody wants to be understood. And while you're hopping up and down and pissed off and yelling and pointing your finger, they're literally looking at you like you're a loose cannon. Like this girl's talking about respect, or she's yelling about respect, but being disrespectful while she does it. And this one's trying to attack my business on some, you're so small, you got a small dick, you got a small penis, small dick energy, trying to hurt me because I canceled her order because she wasn't prepared. She didn't even send the artwork. She didn't even send the payment. I literally have it in the email. Here, I can show it to you. I literally have it in the email like, yeah, I'm paying now. And she lied about that. She lied about how long her artwork would take. She lied about that she was going to make a payment, and it was enough time for me to cancel her order. I'm like, lady, nobody wants to get out of bed on a Saturday, get away from their kids to deal with your bad attitude and bullshit of artwork that you didn't send. So it's like, you didn't even send it, and you're on some hopping up and down. If you guys want to email her too, you guys can. Nora, posters in an hour, but yeah, this is 5 days ago. Paying now. Sorry for the delay. I'm trying to read this. My team let me down. They only sent it now. Just attach the file. She didn't pay. She says, sorry, paying now. That was lie number 3. That she would have the artwork. Lie number 1. That she paid. Lie number 2. And then to go off and tee on me. Lie number 3. Like she was a little chick. She's like, oh, I got a lot of business. We can do a lot of business together. That was lie number. There we go. We're live. I got to stay closer to this Wi-Fi router. That she would always be a pain in the ass. That's what she was telling me, bro. Like in essence, she was letting me know that whatever happens, she was always going to be a big old pain in the ass, make a big mountain out of a molehill, turn her situations that she was supposed to be in control of upside down. And oh, by the way, I love exotic fruits. So by the way, I look down, this smells so good. I can smell it. If you guys ever get a chance, it's jackfruit and you peel it. Here, I'll show you. This is actually pretty cool. We're going to focus on the good real quick. It's kind of soft, huh? Literally, look at that. There's a solid ass seed in that. Oh my god, what's behind you? Anyway, jackfruit, lychee. This one's as good as ever. Ever ripping the skin. Nice and good. Nice and clean. See, just like a lychee. Pop it in your mouth. Take out the seed, 420 and eat. But, you know, not for nothing, we all have shortcomings. We all have something that we should probably get on, you know? Come on, with this handle. Nice little bathroom I got here. Even a nice shower with a heater. You can't see it because it's on the other side of the towel. But Hong Kong, I see you, brother. We got to watch ourselves. We got to watch ourselves, lose ourselves in drama and negativity and wanting to fight with somebody we don't even know, and how fast we are willing to lose our cool and lose our focus to somebody that can't wait to get you distracted. I remember one time I was listening to a story with your boy. Look at my guy. He's all for working on something here. Arnold Schwarzenegger, where he was preparing for, Mr. Olympia, and he was up against Lou Ferrigno, the Hulk, and he was mind fucking him. He was enjoying himself on the beach, you know what I mean? He was tanning, hollering at chicks, and fucking and smoking weed. Yep, I'm gonna get in the pool too. It's really nice. I see him. Boom, baby. Boom. Look at him. And he did that, right? He got in his head on some, I'm on California beach getting suntan, getting blowjobs, and then he did the other opposite, where the other guy was in the dungeon with his dad in his ear talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger every fucking second, and it fucked with him. One guy was enjoying his time, the passing of his time, enjoying the women, enjoying the life, and the other guy was just stressing in a dungeon, in a dark place, in his mind, and you can see it didn't work out for him. So I think that the best performance comes from somebody that's chilling out, not getting stressed out, focusing on the good, keeping their gratitude, keeping a high flow in their lives. Or you can be the type of person that trips the fuck out, makes it worse, and people start to say and argue. Hey, good morning. Say hi. That's my girl. She say hi. So it's one of those things that you get a choice, one day one or one day, or get pissed off or enjoy the day, get angry and argue with somebody, or just let it pass and say no thank you. It didn't work out, peace and love, I'll see you on the other side. Instead, they want to get mad, hop up and down, my name's Rumpelstiltskin, and pound their way straight to hell and be in a dark place for the rest of their lives, in their mind, just being tortured by the decision that they made. You can't control other people, but you can control your response. It's a very powerful tool. It's definitely the morning motivation to be able to say to yourself, hey, I don't want to get stressed out. I don't want to join you in your drama party. I want to be on the other side where I'm clear, calm-headed, and I'm not worried about what other people say or do. That's on you, and that's in you. And if you want to keep that in you, then you can die of cortisol and heart attacks and overweight and all that other stuff. Me over here, I'm going to be on the other side smiling next to the swimming pool, just like Arnold Schwarzenegger, doing my push-ups, doing my sit-ups, look good, feel good, enjoy the sunshiny day, instead of being stressed the fuck out and letting it fucking give me grays and make me feel shitty and do all those things that don't feel good inside of me. So why would I make it that way? Anger is a tricky thing. It makes you feel powerful. It makes you feel like you're on top of it, and you're telling people what you're being dominant, but really you're being you're being observant to the fact that you're letting people observe you for your weakness, and that you can be fucked with, and that they can get in your head easily and fuck with your day and steal some of your time and steal some of your energy. So that's this morning's motivation. You already know you got to like, share, and subscribe below. But as always, peace and love. And Shigaton. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. But the other side of your excuses, the other side of your fear, and the other side of the world, because that's where I be. Peace. I think it's time for a swim, man. Simsalabim, it's time for a swim. Yeah. And this room is a blessing. So as soon as I focused on the good, it expanded, and now I get to come into this room and enjoy it. Look at that. Straight to the view, bro. Straight to the view. You already know, Saints Addiction on a mission, and I'm grateful too. So I'm going to eat my fresh fruit. I'm going to enjoy this day, drink my water, stay out of trouble. And you can like, share, subscribe, Saints_Addiction on Instagram since they killed the other account. I keep going. Why stay in the negative when you can live in the positive? Yeah. Peace and love. We'll see you guys. Enjoy your day. I know I'm about to enjoy mine. Time for a swim.